as well. All right, coming to you live. See you later.
Cheers, guys.
At the Sintra Portugal Pro 2012. Coming to you live. See you guys.
The lip, the nice roll. He's just looking down the line. What else has he got? Oh, another nice little bowl. Oh, Magno with another nice roll. Surfing good and decides to kick out of that one. That's a nice early start there for Magno, and I think that'll be a pretty good score to kick off his campaign in the fourth quarter final here at the Sintra Portugal Pro. We've got the replay of it. It's kind of nice how he takes off and just throws in a reverse as opposed to a forward. Just kind of mixes it up a little bit with the judges. They always like that. And then he starts looking for those lip moves. It's a pretty good roll. And you go, fast forward into another roll. And then just decides to kick out. So that's a good one. Magno Passos, 27, from Brazil. He's at the moment, he's ranked 15th, so this will be a good result for him. He's kind of close to that bubble of the top 16 at the moment. So, he's guaranteed a fifth, if not even higher. Here as we've got Pierre-Louis Costes paddling to a left. Looks like it's a nice steep one. Let's see if we can get to that lip. Bang. Nice big ARS to kick off his campaign. Let's see if he's going to find a bit more open face. Looks like he's going to go pretty fat here. But that's going to be, I dare say, that'd be better than the Magno's first wave. As he just spins on through to the whitewash. Not a bad start for this fourth quarter final.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it's intense action. And as we come down to the wire,
Yep.
the winner of this quarterfinal will face off with the winner of the last heat, Mark McCarthy, in
Killing it.
semifinal number 2.
Yeah.
Incredible action going down here today from the Sintra Portugal Pro. Manny V here holding it down with Andrew Lester. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Happy to be here again. As we've got a replay of Pierre's first wave. I'm just looking up for the lip. Gets good projection out of that.
Oh, my.
Bang. Just
He's
spins
got
around
those
and
things
sweeps.
down.
He could do them in his sleep. He's literally doing them now without hands. He's doing no hand backflips.
Oh, that's right. There is a video. I saw that video out. PLC.
So, he knows what he's doing. And only 22, current world champion. At the moment, he's ranked 6th leading into this event. He will be improving, I guess, on his worst result, which I think was in... don't quote me, but I think it might have been in Brazil. Oh, no, it was in one of the South American countries. So he'd be improving on that, which would be good.
Lester, we do have the interview ready with Natasha and Mark McCarthy. Natasha, where you at?
Manny, I told you that Brazil was in a party. I was wrong. Sorry. The party, the huge party, it's in South Africa. It's like, what are you doing, guys? You are like taking everything. Are you excited?
Yeah, just I guess we're both pretty hungry for a good result here, and just excited. Didn't
You can do something like.
I didn't expect to find the waves out there first of all, and I was just in the right place at the right time, and just stoked. Jeez, Jeff's such a hard competitor. I'm so stoked to get him eventually.
I watched the whole heat. At the beginning, you were like no waves, nothing, and Jeff was like moving more and getting some waves, and then you were second. You went to first. He went to first. You went to second. He went to first, and then you went to first, and you stayed first. How does that feel like when where you're constantly changing the spots? Second, first, second. Your strength keep the same. Your focus was the same, or you start to getting a little bit nervous.
Yeah, you just know what it takes, and it's a good thing that we know what scores we need, so we just keep updated. And when I got that first 8.5 right, and I was just that's exactly the position I wanted to be in. I wanted to take charge. I wanted to be in front. I wanted to stay in front. And then just glad that I could have the last exchange and get the better of that one too.
it was an incredible hit to watch. And obviously Jeff, it's a big competitor in these kind of conditions, in this beach and any kind of conditions. Do you want to say like something to the people back home? I know they're watching. I know they're cheering. They're cheering for Jared and cheering for you. You know, South Africa is in a big party right now.
Ja. Want net baie dankie sê al die mense by die huis. Ek hoop julle is trots. Ek en Jared gaan heel pad. Ons gaan
Baie dankie.
Ja, baie dankie. Jy ken mos van Afrikaans.
That's all I know. Baie dankie. So thank you very much. Keep all the strength and be happy, because we can see that he's really happy. Like, he is really happy. So congratulations, huh? And I hope to interview you soon again. So let's go back to you, Manny. Woo!
Congratulations to Mark McCarthy. And Mark McCarthy, you pointed out his watch.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to ask, Natasha will ask to get her watch back. He's got the smallest little watch. I don't know how he reads it. It's like a kid's watch.
We had Jeff Hubbard in here, and he started the campaign. He's like, dude, all I need is a stopwatch on a watch. So he got the smallest little thing that he could find.
Maybe I'm getting old. I can't read them, but yeah, it's so small. But it's
Dave Hubbard's into it. Jeff Hubbard, Mark McCarthy, a few other heads are wearing these really small watches you can get at your local drugstore.
Yeah.
And waterproof, and they work perfectly.
Yeah. No, it works for them, so that's good. But I just don't know how they read it. But yeah, he was obviously really happy with that.
Look at that, a 9.0
yeah,
for
that's a big
seal.
score. I don't know about that one. That's it's hard to see when it's not live, but yeah, that's a big score. So the judges are. That's obviously rewarding him for a big move, but they haven't left a lot of room for improvement there. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out throughout this heat. But it's a great way to start. Oh, he's onto a second wave. So this must have been going on in the interview. So nice cutty reverse into a forward with Pierre, just mixing it up. Keep him busy. Another reverse. I don't think this is going to be a very high score, to be honest, with no lip moves, but 3.75. So. He's just keeping busy. And
you almost kind of have to in these conditions. You never know when the ocean's just going to absolutely stop on you. So it's nice to have two waves nonetheless, whether they're high or low scoring waves, because you do have two. And what's going on here is that we have a 30-minute heat. Top two waves are scored, 12-wave maximum. So you need at least two waves to make it count.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you've got a 9 already locked in, it's it really takes the pressure off, and you can be looking to catch waves that might only offer a 5 or a 6. And then you've got a total heat score of a 14 or so. So it's important, I guess, for Pierre to not get too comfortable because he's got a 9. But in saying that, he just wants to keep busy, and all the pressure right now is on Magno.
Oh man, he's got an uphill battle for sure.
There's nothing worse than in the first minute or two hearing your competitor get an 8 or a 9.
Exactly.
Especially when you lock in like a 6, you go, that's an all right start. Getting off to a good start, build on that, and then someone drops a 9, you're like, right.
Exactly.
Right. Straight away, you're behind the 8 ball. So, but seasoned campaigner, he'll be right.
Magno Palso is currently in the second slot, waiting patiently on the outside, 6.5 with priority. PLC in the red jersey. Look at that 9-point score right off the bat. 21 minutes remaining, 35 seconds. And there you have it. We are in quarterfinals, number 4. Want to know where you're watching from? Boom.
Magno.
Up and riding.
Oh, doesn't know which way to go. It's not really offering a lot, but looks like a good choice to the right. If you can get to the lip. Oh, it's not really letting him do much, is it? Kind of cool cutty, though.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Kind of Andrew Lester-esque.
He's been reading the textbook. Yeah, that wave didn't really allow him much, so just decides to kick out. It's really, the conditions change here. Because the tides are so big, they change so really, really quickly. So, it's making it difficult out there for the guys to get to those lips. And I guess that's maybe one of the reasons why the judges did reward Pierre with that such a big score, because he did get to the lip and he got up there pretty high. So let's see if we can find a lip on this one. Half a lip. That's all right. It's a good roll. Let him just waiting for this section. There he is, another one. So this will definitely go above his 3.75. Let's see if he can milk it all the way through to the beach. If we can move that big blue 10 out of the way, that'd be good.
It's good to have guys on the judging panel right now that know the difference between using the full potential of the wave and doing a maneuver and what he did right off the bat, which was pretty much all strength, not really using the exact wave, the entire wave to do that maneuver. So it's great. I mean, Dudu Pedra the Brazilian, this guy is a phenomenal bodyboarder,
Yep.
charges, and he
Yep.
knows what he's doing in the water.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's actually on the judging panel, so it's
Yeah.
great to see guys like that up there and keeping an eye on. I think they got the hardest job on the
for
tour.
sure. I'd hate to be a judge. And the I guess the best thing is there hasn't really been any discrepancies within the judging. Like they've been pretty much getting everything right. So that's pretty important. As you can see off that roll, he milked it a little bit, but he kind of used a bit of the lip. But that second one was a bit more strong. So yeah, Pierre he's going along pretty good. But like you said, it's great having guys like Dudu on the judging panel from a rider's perspective, because you have a lot more. Not you have a lot more trust in it, but they understand what's happening from the rider's point of view as well when you're catching waves, and what's hard to do, what's not hard to do. And
Yes.
yeah, it's really good to have guys like that. Another guy, Simon Thornton, who's a great rider
Yep.
as well, and also is a great judge. It really helps. As we got a 4-8 for that last wave. So again, the judges, really understood that he was just kind of milking it a bit with his arms and not using the full wave's potential. So yeah, it's a pretty accurate score on that one. But Magno is really he needs a 6, 7, 9, so he really needs to build on that 6.5.
Well,
It's not a bad score, that. So if you can get another high 6s or 7s, well, he needs a 6, 7, 9, so he needs to definitely get into the 7s or 8s.
Magno just has to worry about PLC topping off that 4.28
Yeah,
as
that's
his
right.
second backup wave. The top two scores obviously being scored.
Yep.
And PLC with that 9-point ride right off the bat
Yeah.
is just his anchor right now. So
Yep.
everything else is just it's just bonus.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. Yep.
So a quick shout out to all those tuning in from all over the world to see this live feed here in Sintra for the Sintra Portugal Pro. Dylan is tuned in. Bailey, Curl. Bailey's been here since day number 1. Does this guy sleep? Tiago, he's tuned in. Ryan O'Connor in South Florida. Cal is tuned in from Copacabana, Central Coast. James, what's up in the UK? Toba, Quinns Rocks. And James Lake, England. Daniel Santos out the back. Here we go.
Magno paddling into one. Oh, it looks fat. Yeah, good choice.
Daniel and Steve are in England, and Sam, Port Macquarie, and also Daniel Santos.
Be late back home.
Daniel's asking if the tour's going to Africa. That's a big question.
That'd be good.
I don't know.
Let's take it up to Skeleton Bay.
Ooh.
That long left.
Can you imagine?
Oh.
Can you imagine having the judges on boats to follow the rider all the way down?
Or in a full drive behind them, just like
Yes.
scoring.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be epic? How is that wave?
Oh,
God.
amazing. I have yet to see the story in the magazine, but
Yeah, the
I just
Riptide.
keep-
Well, I heard the photos look amazing, but they said the photos don't do it justice.
Oh, my
Wait
Lord.
till the footage, and I was just like, are you kidding me?
So all the
Wow.
professional riders do is, if they don't have their own business, is compete and travel.
Yeah.
That's a tough job.
Yeah. Someone's got to do it.
You have that job.
Yes.
All right, out in the
I know,
water,
very
waiting
lucky.
patiently. PLC in the red jersey, 17 minutes, 14 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Magno Passos, the Brazilian, in the yellow jersey. He is searching for a 6.79, which is not at all too far away for him to grab.
Yeah, that's right. It's not out of his reach, but as you can see that wave on the screen just rolling through this, it's pretty difficult conditions. It's it's real high tide now, and there's not a lot of steepness to the wave, so you really got to milk every kind of last drop out of the wave, and you really got to look for those steep ones. Sometimes it works when the second wave of a set, not there's a lot of sets coming in, but the second wave, the first wave kind of takes a lot of the water off the bank, and it's the second wave that becomes a little steeper. But it's really high tide out there at the moment, and with a dropping swell, it's going to get more difficult, but these guys are professionals, and Pierre's dropped a 9, so there's still a lot of scoring potential out there.
Lester, we do have a question from you from Tiago Reis.
Oh, yep.
He wants to know what kind of training you do, because Chase and Sam, they pretty much didn't have anything for Tiago to go off of. What do you do as far as training and getting ready for competitions just like this, the Sintra Portugal Pro?
For me, I over the years I've worked out that I don't need to bodyboard every day to keep in rhythm or anything like that. Leading into this event, for instance.
But you're saying that because you've been bodyboarding
for 20 years, yeah. So I mean, going out on a day when it's 1 foot and doing spins isn't really going to, it's not going to improve me doing spins or anything like that. So what I try and do is focus a lot more as I'm getting older too, my flexibility and strength training. I've just rejoined the gym, so I do a lot of light weights, but a lot of high reps. So to try and build strength without bulking up, because I'm already one of the heavier guys on tour, so I don't want to get any heavier. And my flexibility. So I do a lot of. I'm trying to start to get it more into the routine of stretching a lot, and that's great. My sister-in-law, she's a yoga instructor, so I've started doing yoga again, and bits and pieces like that. With the way the sport's going, it's kind of going a lot more acrobatic and a lot more gymnastic. So I want to try and start to. I keep on saying trying to start, but I'm getting there. But trying to incorporate a lot of those things so that I'm flexible for one, and also strengthen my core and my lower back, because they're the two areas that I need strengthening.
Well, Tiago, I hope that was enough for you, because it was pretty well
pretty
thought
long-winded.
out. And Eunate Aguirre getting ready for quarterfinal number 1 of the ladies. They have their work cut out for them. They are paddling out at the high tide, and it's going to be very interesting to see what they're going to put down on the table as far as maneuvers and getting through that quarterfinal.
Yeah, exactly.
Andrew, we do have a couple seconds as she makes her way out, and a little lull in the action. We'll be back right after this.
Cool.
Stay with me for always.
Look at this, out the back, live action.
Live action with Pierre. This one looks like a bit steeper. If he can get to a lip, he's looking for it. Here it comes. Is it going to throw up for him? He did really well then to push through that. But
I thought he was going to cut out for a second.
Yeah, same.
There.
Did he?
Whoa.
Did he make? Oh, wow.
There he is.
He
didn't even make that.
Wow, that's a rare mistake. I think from Pierre. It's that's a really rare mistake. He would use. Is this Magno? Must have been another wave that we missed during the break. A bit of a roll out the back. It wasn't a really clean roll, but he still managed to get a lip move, which is which is good. If you can come back towards the left maybe, or go off the foam there. So another lip move, but it wasn't really that good.
We saw Ben Player in one of his heats do exactly that.
Yeah.
Bank off the inside and then just switch directions and make full use of that wave, that section that built up. Here's another look, PLC's last wave.
So PLC, so you can see him sitting at the top of the wave trying to maximize his speed so he can come down into it, but with that lip, there's not really much there. But I wonder what happened here, because usually he would just come riding out of that foam.
I'm guessing he bailed.
Yeah, he probably just went, I'm out of it. Yeah. So anyway, that won't obviously go into his top 2. So he'll go back out and he's got priority now, so he'll go back out and just, again, wait for another steeper wave. But that wave did look steeper. It's just, I know maybe a little bit of the onshoreness just didn't quite allow him to get a flip. You can see Magno running back up the beach. Maybe he wants to change positions, wants to get a little bit further north. I'm not too good with the directions at the moment. I think it's north.
He's running northbound right now. He has 11 minutes to go. He's not going to lose any points doing this, but he is going to lose a little bit of time.
Yeah.
But again, it is high tide. He will get out to that outside fairly quick.
Yeah.
So he's actually right. He's repositioning, trying to get to a different peak.
Yeah.
Trying to get away from PLC and find his own little spot. And here he is, jumping back out in the water.
Yeah. That'd be tough work after catching a wave too. It's so hot. It's like 30 degrees Celsius out there.
Oh, yes.
As you can see, Pierre's looking for a nice steep one. Oh, hang on. What do we got here?
This looks good.
Oh, it looks clean too. That's a better roll. There he goes. That's a better roll. If you can get around this foam, this could be the nail in the coffin if you can get around it. Little spin. You'll probably just milk this all the way to the inside. No, get out of there. He's not going to get around it. Yeah. Well, it's a better wave, but I don't think it's still going to be done and dusted after that wave. This Magno still has a window of opportunity. He's only looking for a 6.79. That's really achievable out here. So could be anyone still. That's Pierre. Looked like it's going to be a nice clean lip, and it got up to it pretty good. Actually, it wasn't too bad a roll, but it's just this next section here. Had he been able to get around that, and then work that through, it would have been good. But
yeah, look at that thing still going.
Yeah, it's still reeling away, but yeah, it's.
That was PLC in the red jersey, currently leading the charge in that first place spot. This is a quarterfinal, 30-minute heat. Manny V here with Andrew Lester holding it down. PLC with a 9.0 and a 4.88 as his two top scoring waves. At Magno Pasos on a 6.5 and a 4.8. Those are his two high scoring waves. So it's all about getting that first place and moving on into the semifinals. The winner of this heat will face off head-to-head with Mark McCarthy, who is waiting patiently, probably watching as well to see who he's going to compete with in semifinal number 2. So far, we have 2 South Africans and a rider from the Basque Country in the semifinals. A lot of whistling going down.
Must be a wave coming out for Magno.
That's right.
Brazilians got a hell of a whistle on them. I wish I could whistle. Yep. Anyway, so yeah, Mark's been surfing really good. He not too happy with him. He knocked me out, but it's always nice when the guy who knocks you out then goes on and wins the next heat, because it's at least you kind of think, well, you know, he's going through to a few rounds, so hopefully he can go all the way through. I'm actually sharing a room with he and Ben Player, so it's really good. I'm stoked. I'm stoked for him, and I'm really stoked for Jerry too. I've just put him on the Freedom team, and it's great that he's this is his best result to date. So I think it is for both of them. So it's great for the 2 South Africans taking it to the world. It's good.
I'd like to hear the conversations tonight, and when the name Alex Uranga comes up with Dave Winchester and Ben Player.
Yeah.
Because Ben Player got knocked out by Dave Winchester in the next heat. Alex Uranga came in and took out Dave Winchester. So
it was kind of
interesting.
good. But Dave's pretty happy. Well, pretty happy because he also knocked out Alex knocked out Tamega, who's pushing for that world title. So
that's right.
So he's kind of he's done Alex. Alex has done Dave a favour. And also Mark's done a favour to Winnie by knocking out Jeff.
Unreal.
So although there's this contest, it's also the bigger picture as well that a lot of people are counting on different results. So yeah, at the moment it's falling the way of Winnie.
Yeah,
which is good for the world title race. Not so much for this event.
But it's not totally locked in yet.
No, it's not locked in by any means.
The next few events could make or break his world title dreams.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. No, it's gonna. Yeah, it's definitely not sewn up, especially with the result he got. He's got a 17th or something in this, so he'll be throwing that away. But with only little under 8 minutes to go in this quarterfinal 4, Magno's still looking for that 7.39. But as you can see on the screen there, the ocean's not really doing much for him. He's just going to have to wait. There's really no two ways about it. You can't really. When the waves are this bad, it's kind of hard to milk a 7.39. If you need a 4 or a 5, it's a bit easier. But when you need a 7.39, you really need to find that good wave. But it does look like there's a couple of sets approaching. And a few people down there enjoying the European summer.
We're coming down to the summertime here.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. It's kind of cool in the morning and then cool in the evening. But during the day, it's beautiful, 30 degrees. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, 90s, in the high 90s.
I would say
mid-90s.
Actually, down on the beach, it feels like in the 90s. Yeah. But up here with this little breeze.
Nice. Yeah, a little breeze, it's nice.
We're in the 80s up here in the second deck of the competition area.
The
you won't
VIP
be able to
deck.
see. What's that?
The VIP deck.
Yes, the VIP deck. But we're in a little cubicle. If you look towards the contest venue from the water, we are in a little cubicle with a window to the ocean, but this 46-inch LCD screen is totally blocking our view of the ocean. But on the other hand, we got a crisp view of what's going on and exactly what you guys are seeing back home. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in. Manny V here with Andrew Lester, winding down quarterfinal number 4 out in the water. You have PLC and Magno Pasos. PLC is 9-point wave, locked in. And from that point on, he's just trying to increase his secondary wave.
Yeah, exactly. Once you've got a 9, it's you're not guaranteed it, but once you've got a 9, it psychologically too for the other competitor, it's really hard. So Pierre's just building on his other scores, and he's got a couple of 3s, a couple of 4s. If you can get in a 6 or a 6.5 or something like that, it's safe to say that he'll go through.
Yeah.
And with only 6 minutes to go, Magno's starting to run out of time.
Well, Magno can pull it off. I mean, he is looking for a 7.39, but you mentioned it. It's really hard in these conditions right now to get a medium-sized wave or on the smaller size wave and try to milk a 7-point ride out of that. It's got to be a set. It's got to have a section. He's got to do a backflip or an ARS cleanly or a roll on the outside and then bring it all the way in. That's the only thing that
Yeah.
Magno Passos can do right now, and time is winding down. Andrew Lester, let's take a look back out in the ocean and see if there's anything coming in for Magno Passos.
Yeah, not much happening. And you can see Pierre looks like he's paddled down. We remember seeing Magno running down the beach, and now Pierre's come down to try and apply a bit of pressure. So the tactics are starting to come into play now as this clock is winding down. And you can see Pierre starting to paddle. He sees something. Let's see if Magno, don't go that one. Good boy.
PLC in the red jersey, your
Oh, this one.
2011 world champion for
This is
good
good.
reason. Here he is taking
he's
a
got
look at
first
this
priority.
one.
Oh,
Priority
and he got priority
is
because
in-
Magno paddled for that first one. Look at this.
Oh.
This could be the nail in the coffin. Oh, that's a good roll.
That was clean.
And he's going to get around another section. Little roll off the foam there.
Again, PLC trying to better at 4.88. This might do it.
Yeah, he's done that. Definitely. He's just going to milk this all the way through. As you see, Magno out the back. If you can get a flip on that, that's pretty good.
Oh, no. He lost
Okay.
control on the landing right there. That was one of the last-ditch efforts. But he is further out than PLC,
Yeah.
so he will be able to get back out into the lineup before PLC and retain that priority.
He'll get priority, definitely. As you can see, a replay on this from Pierre. Look at him get up to the lip. It's a nice, clean lip. Big L roller. The judge is going to love that. Come off the bottom. Little snap. Not really going to get rewarded too much for that, but it's still a move and another little cutty. And then, 3 cutties. That's beautiful with a forward spin. And he probably did a little roll on the inside as well. So I would say that'd probably be in the 6s for that, just because of that critical roll out the back. Magno's really going to have his work cut out for him now. He's going to be chasing an 8, a high 8, maybe even 9. You see on the replay of Magno.
Oh,
Did a
nice
takeoff.
angle.
Yeah, that is good angle. Well done, cameraman. But yeah, you can see all the foam on it. It's not making it easy. But he did have a good lip section. He just come out and looks like the lip just kind of landed a little bit on his head, pushing him downwards.
And you mentioned the second wave of the set, and you can totally see it right there where
Yeah.
it was sucking off that
Yeah.
first wave that just went by. But look at this, Magno
Yeah.
taking a look in the yellow jersey.
Magno, he's going to need a big score.
Oh.
Pierre got a 7, I think. I just heard the beach commentator saying. So Magno's going to need. He's going to need maybe a 9 or maybe even further. He's going to need a big score. So we'll
Let's
just
check
wait
it
and
out as Magno
Oh,
is waiting
there he is.
patiently.
Yeah, sorry. So so it's just coming in at a 7.05 for that last one from Pierre.
Oh, my.
So look at that, Magno, a 9.55. An almost perfect score he needs.
But you never
Wow.
know. You never know.
You
Some
never know,
amazing
exactly.
freak set could come in, and Magno could get on it and get that perfect 10.
And he's a religious guy. He's got a direct line to the big man upstairs. So let's see if he can, let's see if the ocean gods can throw him a wave or something, because he's going to need a lot of help with 2.5 minutes to go.
Well, we better pick up the line because time is running
Yeah, exactly.
out for Magno Passos.
Yeah.
2 minutes remaining. As you can see, the riders in the next heat making their way out. The 4 ladies in quarterfinal number 1.
Yep.
That is coming up next. And I'm going to have Alejandra Altuve come in here and hook up the commentary through the women's division.
Beautiful. Yep, that'd be good.
And I also asked the Super Grom 14-year-old Alexandra Rinder from the Canary Islands. Who,
Yeah, she's a good
the
young
little
rider, isn't she?
German girl
Yep.
living in the Canary Islands. She's
She's a really good rider. Yeah.
yes, very well. Super young, 14 years old, and
Yeah.
just has a huge future ahead of her.
Yeah, definitely. She reminds me a little bit of the ex-world champion Kira Llewellyn from
Yeah.
Australia. She's
Yeah.
got that a similar build, kind of that similar
Style.
intensity, style and intensity in the ocean, where she's just really hungry, just goes after every section, and she's going to really be putting the pressure on these girls in the years to come for sure. And growing up in the Canary Islands, great waves to be learning to surf on too, and developing her style and everything.
These guys right here are waiting patiently. 1 minute to go, and before you go, really quick, if you can answer within the next 20 seconds, what is the shape of board you're riding, and why do you choose this shape? David Tiega.
For me, I've chose for this event. I chose the turbo. Oh, as we got Pierre
Uh-oh.
on a nice right. He's going to do a flip here for show. Bang.
Oh, backflip right there,
you go.
PLC.
That's sick. He's just toying with it now, isn't he?
Oh, my.
Yeah. Come on in, mate.
Exactly.
Save your energy. Save your energy.
Exactly.
You
50
got another
seconds.
couple of heats to go. So for this event, I chose the Turbo 5. The reason being, it's a really simple, clean, straight line shape, and I thought it would just use with these smaller waves. I thought it'd probably pick up speed a lot easier, and it's worked really well. For the Mexico event, I'm taking with me the Damien King Pro model, and the reason being that as we've got a replay here of